Mary Leandra, owner of Mystik Mermaid. Hey, Mary, how are you?
Hi, I'm doing good. How about
Thank
you?
you for taking out the time. Pretty good, pretty good. Allow me to pick your brain. So go ahead and introduce yourself and get kind of backstory about you.
Hi, I am Mary Leandra. I am the owner of Mystik Mermaid, which is a brand that helps women who chose to go the spiritual route towards her healing, growth, and self development. I am a mother of five, have a grandbaby, one on the way, fiance, and a woman of many things.
Yes, you are, and I really appreciate that. Guys, I'm a personal customer of Mary's, and I will definitely say you guys have to check out her website. Her products are very intentional. Customer service is amazing. I've bought several items from her. Definitely go check it out. So, Mary, tell me your business mission and why it was so important for you to go ahead and start this business.
My mission, or should I say my purpose, is more so helping women who feel it's not okay to heal, feel it's not okay to share their story, feel it's not okay to learn from your trauma and from the mistakes that occurred along the way. So my mission is basically to let women know, hey, it's okay. You're not alone. We got you. And just to send out products that helped me along my journey, of when I was in an abusive relationship, homeless, lost. I just, just would like to share those products and resources with other women to bring them up.
Awesome, awesome. I love it. So, how did you come up with this idea to go ahead and make your purpose a tangible business?
Because I'm always getting texts or emails or even Facebook DMs about, can you help me with this? What's your advice on this? I need to ask you questions about this. From different women, that see what I'm doing and the journey. A lot of my Facebook followers have been with me for a long time, so they have seen the many evolutions of Mary. So, they would like, my opinion on things. So I decided, hey, why not help these women? I'm doing this for free, which, at first it was fine, but it's a lot of time now. It's time consuming,
Yeah.
stopping what I'm doing to help other people. So I decided to start a business so that way it'll be more open and more transparent to everyone versus to everyone DM me separately.
Correct. I definitely agree with you on that. So, give us a backstory on the name Mystik Mermaid.
Okay, so I'm a Pisces, so I'm mystic. I'm a mysterious person. You can't read me unless I give you my energy. You
Right.
can't pick me unless I open up and give it to you. So that's why I decided with the mystical. I'm a mystical person. I'm very mysterious. Um, and mermaid, I feel I was a mermaid in my past life.
Yes. Yes.
Mermaids are very beautiful, very elegant, very poised, and they're very smart. And water, I love water. Water is my sanctuary. Like I go to water for everything, to heal, to release. I can go there and write in my journal for hours. So I just put them all together and it became Mystic Mermaid.
Awesome. Love the name. I love the name and how it transforms into your brand and your products, especially the detail that you have on your packaging. It's just,
The mermaid.
yeah, amazing. It's amazing. So, with you wearing many roles, you have your 9 to 5, correct? You're a
Mm.
mom of five. You're about to be a glam mom of two. You have a your side business. How do you find balance within your life?
Balance, I like to journal. Journal is my number one thing. I love journaling. Meditating, that's important as well. If I don't do anything, I'm gonna at least meditate. I
Right.
love dancing. Dancing, a lot of people don't know that dancing is a healing activity. It releases you because when you're dancing, you're releasing stress and it's building up endorphins, which make you happy. So
Right.
dancing, meditating, journaling, um, planting. I like plants too. I deal with plants a lot as well. Plants are peaceful. Plants are living. They're living things, so um, they do put out that peaceful energy. So I love messing with my plants. I'm always cutting and rebooting. I have so many plants.
No, that sounds amazing. So, with you having your system of what you need to do to maintain balance, why do you feel like it is important for people to be able to realize when they're off balance in their day-to-day routine, but also know what it is that works for them to get back balanced?
You have to stay in tune with yourself. You have to be in touch with yourself so that way you'll know when, hey, you tripping, you need to get back in line with yourself. So you have to find center within yourself so you can know when you're off balance. But it's important, because if you're not balanced, if you're stressed, it can kill you, literally kill you. So it's best to, take the time out to just find, what's going on in your body and listen to your body and solve that issue. So
Right. For sure, for sure. So, what advice would you give single parents or working parents that are thinking or considering about starting their own business?
go for it. Now is the time. Don't wait. Don't be like me. Like I was like, okay, I'll do it when my kids get older. But things keep coming up, so
Right.
it's never a perfect time to start. Start now because
Right.
you never know what tomorrow is gonna bring. Country can shut down again. What do you have to fall off of? That you're still gonna have those children. You still have to provide for those kids. You can't stop because the world stops. So start that business, girl.
Yes, yes. Tell them. So, why do you feel generational wealth or passing down a family business, or even having a sense of spirituality isn't common within our community?
It wasn't taught for one. That's not something that our parents, taught us. It stopped at one point of a generation. I can say it did stop, but it didn't move forward to
Right.
most of the generations these days who believe it's wrong. It's not the way to go. You're going backwards or to hell. I think it's just it wasn't taught. It's the lack of knowledge in it. You do fear stuff that you don't understand, and a lot of people don't understand it, so they are fearing to open up to this option, to this aspect of spirituality.
I definitely agree with you. Um, Being that it's a lack of education or it just stopped, as you stated, in one generation, what do you feel like the solution is to implement the different change of mind frame within our community? Um, Me and Mary are from the same communities, very small towns in Texas. I believe our populations aren't over maybe 3,500, both of our towns.
Yeah.
So they're very small. With that being said, how would you push this change of narrative, a change of perspective on our communities to start thinking bigger as far as entrepreneurship, generational wealth, being okay with spirituality and understanding self?
To be open, just be open to learn new things. The world is evolving. You're being stuck by just not opening up to change. You have to change and evolve with life. Or you gonna be left behind. You're gonna get left behind. It's okay. It's okay for change. It's okay to learn something new. Hey, we're all going to the same place. There's more than one route to get there.
Come on.
Just be open to change and learning new things to not only help you but your family and their kids and leave a legacy basically.
Yeah.
You have to be open in order to do that. You can't say you a boss, you can't say you bad, you can't say this, but you're not open to change. You can't.
Come on.
It doesn't go hand in hand. So
That is so true. I often have these conversations with people and they have all these mega ideas of how they want to get in the bag, they want to chase the bag, they want to secure the bag, but it's never looking at the bigger picture of what do I need to change on self to align myself with being able to be in my purpose, because once you walk into that purpose, that wealth is going to come because you're going to attract like-minded people.
Exactly.
It's always the materialistic. I need to get in my bag. I need to get in my bag, and not necessarily what changes I need to make, what circle I need to make, as far as I want to leave generational wealth, or I want to do the work for myself to break the generational curses for my kids and their generation. So I feel like the mind frame, like you said, definitely has to be open. Yeah.
The thing is not, get in the bag. The goal is to keep in the bag and spread in the bag, not just get the bag. Anybody can get a bag. I can get a bag, but what am I doing to keep this bag?
Right.
What am I doing to keep this bag full? What am I doing to put out to my kids? I'm not putting Jordans in my bag. I'm not putting PS5s in my bag. I'm not putting Birkins and Louis in my bag. I'm putting generational wealth in my bag.
Yeah.
I'm breaking curses in my bag. I'm building up a legacy, and that's going in my bag. Knowledge is going in my bag. Y'all can have the bag. I want to keep the bag.
Come on.
I want to keep the bag.
For sure. And those are great points. So I know that most people, and which is not a bad thing, because being an entrepreneur isn't for everyone. Being a boss isn't for everyone. So you have to live a life that is comfortable for you.
Yeah.
The American dream is graduate high school, go to college, graduate college, get a good career, get married, retire, and it's done. Will you be implementing that traditional way of life, or the more starting to be more common, the new way of life, as far as making life your reality?
Yeah, I'm more so start that business now. You can go to school, you can get the degrees, that's all fine, but you have to have something to fall on. One thing I've been seeing, a lot of people go to school to get these degrees, but those degrees, they're still not paid the work of those degrees. So you're basically building up all this debt, it's not time wasted at all. It's wonderful to expand your knowledge, but America is still not seeing the worth and the value, the time that it took for you to get these things, and they're not paying you accordingly. So I'm going to say go and start a business.
Yes.
You get the degree, start your own business with that degree. Don't go work for anybody else. Start your own business. I'm just going to say go for it. Don't wait until you're 50 to retire. Why wait till you're 50? You might not even make it to 50.
That is the part.
You have to live for today. I'm not going to retire at 50. I'm going to try to retire now.
Right.
My life now while I'm still working, but on my own business, not making somebody else rich for me.
Yes, 110% agree with that. Your kids are so fortunate to have a mom that has put in the work and on herself, so she can go ahead and drop those gems to them.
Yeah.
So their mind is already expanded versus having to go through life, live through the traumas, and kind of find your way the long route. So I commend you on that. So do you acknowledge how great it is, one, for you to be a Black business owner, to wear many roles confidently and move through life as an example of, okay, so I've been through this. Yes, I'm a statistic this way on paper, yet I'm also a statistic as being one of the ones that rose above my environment to prevail. Do you acknowledge how big of a deal that is?
I do. It's an amazing feeling, especially from where I came from. You come from a small town, and then you see everybody, a lot of people that you grew up with still there.
Yeah.
And it feels good to have not allowed that to put me in a box, and to not allow that to define who I am. Yeah, I came from a small town, but that didn't define me. So being able to grow from everything and use it as stepping stones, and now have people looking up to me, it's like a great feeling. It's a great feeling to hear, you changing someone, you helping someone change their life. And, it's just an amazing feeling to be here where I am. And, I'm not trying to make it seem like I'm better than anyone, because I'm not,
Right.
I want to be better than you. I want you to be better than me. You know what I'm saying? So, I want somebody to reach up to. I don't want to, so, it's it's a really good feeling. It's a really good feeling.
Definitely. I'm so glad that you understand and acknowledge yourself. That's amazing. So, how did you find yourself um, face to face with spirituality? How was that introduced to you?
It was back in, I want to say 2012. Yeah, 2012 when I lived in Vegas. I was going through a hard time in my relationship. It was an abusive relationship. I was literally depressed, in a depressive state. I did not feel good about myself. I wasn't being the mother that I needed to be to my kids. They're basically raising themselves.
Yeah.
I was homeless at one point. And this is stuff no one even knows about me because I don't show it.
Correct.
You wouldn't even know that just by looking at me because I always have a smile on my face. Um, but that's how I found my spirituality. Just being one time I was just laying there off of my meds I was taking for depression, and it just clicked to me. This You got to get up. You got a purpose. You got to dig deeper. This isn't it. This is, you come too far to allow to stop right now. Get up.
No,
and I started getting into. I had a friend. She's my best friend now, but we met through my ex, and we started our spiritual journey together. We started reading about the crystal. The crystal, the law of attraction, the manifestation. We basically did it together, and it was amazing. It just it around.
No, definitely. It is a magnify of self once you start to research, and it's not necessarily learning new information. Yes, that's one, but it's learning new information about yourself. That's the biggest thing for me. I feel like what a lot of people fail to understand is when people say they are now spiritual, or they introduce themselves as having spiritual beliefs versus conform religion, it's only, oh, it's a black and white thing. As you said, you're going to hell, you worship the devil, you are witch, voodoo, like whatever they throw. But they really are not understanding. You said yesterday, spirituality is about self.
It's about self.
Understanding self, learning self, and understanding ultimately I control my destiny. I can't just sit down and be like, oh, well, this is not what I want to do, and not put in the work. So I definitely agree with you on that. The world's too big for things to be black and white.
It is. It really is.
Most people who pronounce themselves now as spiritual have been through hell. Yeah.
Like my favorite flower is a lotus flower. I have it tattooed on me because it's a reminder of everything I went through during that time. And the lotus flower is a flower that grows in the mud. But it grows in the mud through all of this, and it comes out a beautiful flower. Yeah. So that is one of my favorite flowers, and I always reference back to that every time I'm feeling down, the lotus flower. Hey, you went through the mud, but look how beautiful it has made you. I don't regret anything I went through because it taught me a lot. Of learning about self. So you have to dig in and go through self, because most of the things that we have programmed in our mind is what everybody wanted us to be, what everybody told us we were, what everybody told us who we were to be, or how to do this. You have to reprogram that to go back to self. What do you want? What does Mary want? What does Deleasa want? It's not about no one else. It's about self.
110% agree with you on that. That's so deep, because I don't think people understand that a lot of things are projected on you, or you're mirroring through your life based on who you were raised, how you were raised, who do you hang around with. It's easy for that culture or the expectations to be mirrored on you, to where you just get in this habit of going through life moving as someone who really isn't yourself.
Exactly. It's a false facade. That's not who you are. Like, I was operating as somebody else created for me. I know who that person was.
Correct.
Mary ain't finna sit here and let no man do this to her. Who is that? Right. It's all in the generational stuff. It's all, and a lot of people don't get it. It's all in the generational. You gotta break those curses.
You have to break the curses. But the truth is, the first step is breaking those curses is you have to be still. You have to be still, and you have to be idle with self. And I feel like those two things alone scare a lot of people.
Exactly, it does. It does.
When
You
you
can't be
have no
scared.
one else to blame, and it's just you and your issues and your anger and your fears and your trauma, and it's not, oh, I'm like this because I was raised, or my mama
Yeah.
did, or my ex didn't. You remove that, and it's why am I?
Why am I? How
How
can
can I?
how
Right?
can I move from that?
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am. Yeah.
Yep.
So again, guys, I've gotten a few products. I'm actually wearing my evil eye bracelet now.
I got mine on too.
Right? I have a few
I
products.
keep it on. I keep it on. It's
Oh,
really important.
I'll take it
It's
off.
really important.
Of course, I've made it my goal to every paycheck to hit up on your website and purchase
I
items.
appreciate
Always
that.
looking to see what's new. I cannot empathize or, well, exaggerate. We're not even gonna say it's not even an exaggeration. It's just the truth. I feel like with the type of work we do to our 9 to 5, customer service is like embedded in us
Yeah.
because that's something we've been doing with our career. So once you cross over in entrepreneurship, that's something that you definitely want to project to your customers. When I tell y'all the detail, honey, the detail in everything, even down to the instructions that you put with products for someone who maybe not be aware
Again,
of the importance. Why was detail so key to you? And your marketing, like how were these skills something that you taught yourself, you researched, or and how did you get these skills and why were they important for you with your business?
this is this is not my first business. I had a business back in a modeling little company agency, whatever you want to call it. But I learned there to listen to people, to see what people are complaining about on other people's businesses. I'm a visual person. I want to go look and see. Okay, they're doing this. What are they doing wrong? You
Right.
know. So I like to build up from that, and also I'm a person of everything has to be perfect in my eyes. Like, I'm not going to send you something that I wouldn't want to receive. So
Correct.
I basically put love into everything that I send out because energy is transferable. So I'm going to make sure that I'm in the best of spirits when I'm packing your orders. Going to make sure that it looks good to you because I'm not going to send you something that looks crazy and then you're not going to want to order from me again.
Right.
Yeah, but yeah, it's all about learning what the other person wants and what would you want because everyone's a shopper. How would
Right.
you how would you want to be treated? So you have to look at it that way. So
I think you're doing an amazing job. I'm super excited to see what the future has for you. Yeah, you're stuck with me as a customer, so that's one thing for certain. Where can everyone find you on all your platforms?
my website is Mystik Mermaid, and that's with a K. mystikmermaid.com. Instagram is Shop Mystik Mermaid, and Facebook is Mystik Mermaid.
Awesome, guys. So she just gave you 3 ways to go ahead and find the awesome merch that she has and the services. Everything is made with love and intention. Be sure to go check her out. Again, guys, I want to thank you for taking out your time to listen to us talk about the greatness that's going on. My name
Yeah.
is Deleasa, and you're watching Deleasa Speaks with Mary Leandra. Thank you again, Mary, and I'll see you guys later.